Welcome back to another trade recap. Today is June 4th, 2026, and in this video, I'm going to be going over the trade I took earlier today, which happened to be around a 5-hour trade. My executions are on my story if you want to see. We ended up taking Nasdaq longs for about 5 RR on one of the positions, 3 RR on the other position, and then about 1 to 1 R on the rest of the positions. Executions are on my story. As I said, this is the first trade recap back in a while, and the reason is I honestly don't know why, but I'm going to start posting these more again. I've also started live trading in the Discord where I'm literally calling out my trades live, so you could have caught a 5 RR today if you went to Discord. So I highly recommend joining that. And I might be stopping after this week, so I mean, check it out tomorrow. If not, type in the chat if you want to see more live signals. Either way, follow up on Instagram to see all these trades and how I took them. But I'm going to show you how you could take a 5 hour trade like this, how you could catch the reversals, how you could catch the lows of the day. But pretty much, if we go back into the day, I'm going to show you how I got to here. So let's go back to why is this so big? If we go back to market open, it's around 820. Let's remove all these indicators. And we go just based purely off the 4 hour. What did I see coming into the day? Well, coming into the day, what I saw is obviously we're trending higher on the higher time frame. As you can see, we are going up. And what did I see? Price come down and come into this 4 hour gap. Okay, and usually when we come into a 4 hour gap, I want to see, are we going to respect it or are we going to disrespect it? So out of this gap, we ended up respecting it. We ended up respecting this gap right here. We tapped it and we created this big wick coming into market open. And we proceeded to go higher. So from there, I wanted to see what are our draws, going to be. What do we want? What are our conditions on the day? If something happens, what else needs to happen after that? So if we want to go lower on the day, what do I want to see? I want us to tap into this hourly and then have a reaction lower. Or I want to tap, I want to sweep out these lows and go higher. So pretty much I'm just like looking to see like the setups forming throughout the day and like how price action is moving. So once again, if we come down here and sweep these lows, I want to look for longs. If we come here and fill this gap, I want to look for shorts. So what do we do coming into the 5 minute? If we play these bars, oh, that's fast. Automatically, I don't know why I removed this gap. Automatically come and sweep this gap. So what do I want? I automatically want to look for shorts. However, I honestly don't even remember why I didn't take shorts. This looks like not that bad of a setup. I think I was just way too bullish to take shorts either way. I just really want to take longs today, so I saw these shorts. I don't know why I faded them. I guess I wasn't looking for shorts, but we came down here and then I just wanted to see these lows get swept. So what happened? We come here, we sweep these lows, we make an S&T with ES, so ES did not take these lows, and then out of that, we have a 5 minute to the upside. And some of you might say, why did you take this 5 minute if we have this 5 minute gap right here, which is obviously getting respected? Well, you have the, I can't even talk. You have the sweep, you have your PD array, which is this 1 hour gap, and we're having nice clean rejection out of it. So, I mean, if we had a sweep here that was choppy and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 candles that takes to inverse this, I probably wouldn't have taken this. But the fact that we had a sweep and we had this nice big block showing us we want to go higher, that's all I needed to see to know that this is probably going to be the low of the day. So my original stop loss was right here. And then if you go on the 1 minute, play that out. I did not go break even. So yeah, we kept chopping around for a while, but I ended up moving my stop up after. So we came down here, we respected this gap, we came up again. And then at that point, we formed this 5 minute. After we ended up tapping this 5 minute and closing above that range. So after this candle closed right here, I ended up moving my stop below right here. And the reason is because when we come down here and then we close above, that's my indication that that's our our retrace that's going to be lower. Because why would we come into this 5 minute gap, retrace, tap the only unfilled gap, and then close above it and continue the trend? If we're going to continue the trend, that should have been the only retrace. So obviously, when you first go in the trade, you got to leave it run because you have unfilled gaps and you could retrace. But after you get that retrace and after you get that close, I move my stop up. I let this position run, and then I probably closed my first position around here. I was in like 5 contracts, and then I let it go. I closed my second position, third position is right around here, and then my last 2 positions were closed all the way up. I don't even remember. Well, I had my last positions at London highs. So I had my last resting orders right here. However, at one point, I'm just like, I'm just gonna take my profits. It wasn't even that much. It was like an extra 1 or 200 bucks. So I'm like, I'm not gonna wait an extra hour to see this play out. So I ended up top ticking it for the moment. I ended up closing right here and then ended up falling. Either way, we ended up going right to my draws, so it doesn't really matter. But the main takeaway of this video is just really entering based off discretion and just seeing where the wicks are moving, because obviously there are more trade ideas that could have been valid, but the reason why I take some of these trades is purely based off how it looks, and you get that through market experience. Obviously, you see us create this wick and you see us go higher like this, like that's beautiful. You see us disrespect these wicks. If we really wanted to go lower, this rejection zone right here, we would have left another wick and we would have went lower. I've seen it time and time again. That's really the reason why I take these. It's just because the conviction you have from seeing a sweep and then this beautiful close. Same thing here. You get a sweep, you get beautiful close, you proceed higher. Like it's all in how the chart looks.